That Meredith, she's awesome.
Oh, Eric.
I said, well, she is.
Thank you, Eric.
Hey, Eric is awesome. So let's talk to you about a set of 8 multi-size mesh food covers.
That's right.
Now, these are amazing. We debuted these on Sunday. And over 4,200 have been ordered. Now, I realize we just got through a snowstorm.
Yeah.
And you may not be eating outdoors just yet, but you will be.
Just yet, right.
And when you do, you're going to want to cover that food outside.
Well, you know what? It's amazing. Before our little snowstorm, I was actually starting to see the first flies in the air. And I was like, wow, that happened fast. But you know what?
And the blizzard took care of that.
The blizzard took care of them, but their friends will be back. And, you know, all you need to do is put some food outside, and you'll start to see flies. So that is the drag. And when we are enjoying ourselves outside, the last thing we want to see is flies crawling on our food before we go to eat it. It's unappetizing, unappealing, and often unsanitary.
And here's my thing. Where those flies been?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. They never
I don't
tell.
want that on my hamburger. Get out of here.
They never tell you. So with this set, you're actually getting 8. And David, you're holding all 8.
All 8 of them,
so
because they all collapse flat.
Exactly. So that's how easy it is for them to be stored. I store mine just in where I store my trays all winter long. And then when summertime comes and I got the trays out to take food out to the outside, I've got my covers as well.
Sweet Pea, why don't you show us what we're going to get?
Sure. So you're going to get 4 squares and 4 rounds. In the squares, you're getting 2 of the 15-inch, 1 16-inch, and 1 19-inch. Now, don't forget, these squares also fit over oval platters as well as rectangular platters and square platters. You're also going to get 4 of the rounds, 2 12-inch and 2 14-inch. One of the things I love about these, David, though, is the height. You get great height on these covers, which means, of course, you can pile the food high and deep, which is, you know, a rule. Even things like this, a cake that is on a cake stand, you still have enough depth in these covers to cover that cake without it crushing the food.
Well, it's very, very exciting, and I'll tell you that we are excited to be able to bring it to you in a choice of colors. You've seen the red. I also have it for you in blue. I believe we're calling this coral. Yep. Here's your coral. That's most limited. Here's purple. And finally, I have it for you in the green. These are going very quickly. They're brand new this week. They collapse down, then pop back up.
Right.
When you need to close them up, there's a little elastic band, right?
Just like this. That goes around there. That holds it flat and tight. And then when you need it to pop up, you just open that up and boom. And it doesn't matter how long you keep them down in this position. I keep mine down like that all winter long. Summertime comes, you take the elastic band off, they pop right back up.
Think about a giant platter of hamburgers and hot dogs this summer.
Yeah.
Really, really perfect. If you are putting together a Halloween costume for October, you could be a beekeeper.
Exactly.
Yes, you could.
We always like to double, you know.
Beekeeper.
Multi-use.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's that great big hamburger platter, David, that we were talking about. Look at that. Huge hamburger platter. No problem. Covered with this. It's not even the largest of the rectangles, but that covers it no problem. And then look over here. What you're going to see are these nice little corners. These corner pieces come down like that, so you can really protect the food. Otherwise, you'd have a little gap there in the corner, but we remembered everything. Even this over here, you see all our hot dogs. Again, covered, no problem. Now, with these rectangular ones, when you want to fold them down, they fold down differently than the rounds. You simply fold them in half, fold them in half again, and then again, you have that elastic band just to keep it nice and tidy. So it's really easy to use, really easy to store, and super effective. Just the thing you need, and I like that you can see through it.
Well, maybe you're putting out a whole buffet this summer or spring. Maybe you're going to be, maybe you live in a part of the country where it's nice and warm come Mother's Day, and you're going to have an outside brunch for mom, or a nice afternoon barbecue or something. So this works out nicely, covering up a half a watermelon.
Yeah, it's more elegant, right? When you have a platter, a table out there, especially if it's a Mother's Day thing, you want things to look pretty. You can see what you're going to. Here, if you just cover things with foil, nobody knows what's under here. So then they lift it up, they put it back down again, they lift it up, then put it back down again, nobody knows. And then, of course, whatever's underneath is completely destroyed. Same thing happens with plastic wrap. It never goes on the second time as nicely as it goes on the first time, right? It always gets mixed up and stuck on itself. So that is a thing of the past now. We don't need to do that. When we could simply use a cover like this and cover everything that we need, know what we're actually uncovering as we do it, and then have enough room to put it over whatever we want to put it over.
And look at this, a nice fruit salad. Beautiful, but what you don't want is a honeybee in there, or you don't want a wasp or a hornet or flies.
Exactly.
Look at this, it's able to completely cover it up. So you're able to put things out, and as a host of your party, have a little bit more control.
Completely, because you don't want to be rushing to get everything out there and then hurry up, everybody, eat, hurry up before the flies get it. Yeah. Now you can relax, put something out, cover it, know that's ready. Okay, let's move on to everything else.
4 of the great big squares or rectangles.
Yep.
And then we get how many of the rounds?
4 rounds.
4 rounds.
2 of them are 12-inch, 2 of them are 14-inch, so 2 smalls and 2 large. And then with the rectangles or the squares, you get 2 15, 1 16, and 1 19-inch.
This is the red, of course. I've got it in blue. This coral color is the most limited.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty. Kind of looks like pylon orange.
Yeah.
Like on a highway road
Yes.
crew. And then we've got it in purple, and then finally in green. Not that I think that your picnic table is going to look like a road crew.
It looked like a rave.
Wow. It's fantastic.
No, but look at that. That's how they store. So easy to collapse, easy to store. That's why I love them, because if you had to store all of these open, it'd be a disaster.
Hey, Meredith Lawrence.
Hey, David Venable.
One and done for you tonight.
Can you believe it?
You get the evening off. You get to go home and watch TV with your puppy dogs.
Go see little Hazel, yeah, and spend some time with her.
That's awesome. Good to see you, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, so, it's time for Temptations. Let's get over here and get tempted by Temptations. Hey, Tara Tesher.
Venable.
What are you doing, miss?
How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing great. Mwah.
And
Good
this
to
side.
see you. Oh, mwah.
We're very European
we're
tonight.
Very European.
We are. You know what?
The 2 least European people on the planet.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I don't think anybody in Europe would claim me.
No.
Hey, let's talk to you about Old World or Floral Lace and a set of 3 scallop bakers. These are as much art as they are bakers.
Yeah, well, what I love about this is that you're getting over 6 quart capacity in our most popular shape, of course, our oval, but true to Temptation style, of course, we give you that gorgeous fluting all the way around the edges that has some texture to it. It's actually braided. So instead of just giving you a plain oval, it actually has a scallop and a pattern to it, so which is beautiful. Hand painted on the inside and the outside. Claw feet, which I absolutely love, or claw handles. How great is that? So your 3-quart baker, great depth that you see there. Love the fact that you can drop this right down inside its wrought iron rack. But then we also include a 2-quart oval baker. Yes, and we include a 1-quart oval baker. And David, we also include what we call our lid it, which actually becomes the lid to any of the bakers that you want to go ahead and use here. Or, of course, you could use it as a separate piece, and when you want to go ahead and store it, notice how every base becomes the lid to the next piece. So literally, for over close to 7-quart capacity, this is all the space it's going to take up. That's the smart behind Temptations, and the fact that every single one comes with a snap-on storage cover, one of the most versatile sets we've ever created.
Now, what you also love is that we've got Old World, we have Floral Lace, and you've got that beautiful wire